An anti-ICE shooting in Dallas. It's September 24th, 2025, and these are your headlines. A shocking and deadly attack in Dallas this morning as federal officials say a gunman opened fire at an ICE field office just before 7 a.m., killing one detainee and injuring others, and then turning the weapon on himself. The shooter has been identified as 29-year-old Joshua John. Investigators say he fired a rifle from an adjacent building into the ICE facility's Sally Port in what they're describing as a sniper-style attack. FBI Director Kash Patel confirmed that shell casings recovered at the scene were engraved with the words anti-ICE. Patel says the evidence points to a politically motivated assault, part of a disturbing trend of targeted attacks against law enforcement. Governor Greg Abbott condemned the violence, vowing that the state will continue to support ICE's mission of arrests, detentions, and deportations. This is not the first incident like this, though. Just 2 months ago, attackers in tactical gear ambushed the Prairieland ICE Detention Center in Alvarado on the 4th of July. Staff were lured outside by fireworks before gunmen opened fire. Those suspects are now facing federal attempted murder charges. Officials are urging prayers for the victims and promising a thorough investigation. The Republican Party of Texas is weighing whether to take the most severe step yet against a group of its own lawmakers. On October 11th, the State Republican Executive Committee will consider censure resolutions against 10 House Republicans, including Speaker Dustin Burrows, Dade Phelan, Morgan Meyer, Angie Chen Button, Angelia Orr, Cody Harris, Jared Patterson, Stan Lambert, Jeff Leach, and Gary Van Dever. The charges come under Rule 44, which allows local Republican committees and counties to censure office holders who stray from party principles. If the SREC agrees by a 3/5 vote, it can impose penalties ranging from pulling party resources to, in the harshest case, banning them from the Republican primary ballot for 2 years. Now, Phelan and Lambert have already announced they're not running again, but for the others, this vote could determine their future in the party. The SREC has already set up a task force that evaluated lawmakers against the party's 8 legislative priorities. The report shows some wins, 43 bills tied to priorities passed, but it also highlighted Republicans who voted against measures like election integrity reforms and banning taxpayer-funded lobbying. History shows that censures have had an effect even before they were strengthened. In 2018, former Speaker Joe Straus and Representative Byron Cook both left office after being censured. More recently, Representative Andrew Murr didn't run for re-election. Tony Gonzalez barely survived his primary fight last cycle. Now, party leaders will decide whether to take the extraordinary step of applying stronger penalties against some of those members of the Texas House.
Are you worried about your kid's future? You should be. I'm Charles Blaine with Texas Tomorrow. This is a show where we're going to talk about the issues and the people that are pushing the policies that concern your family, your home, and your kids. Catch Texas Tomorrow every Thursday.
Tarrant County residents will see their property tax bills reduced again this year after the Commissioner's Court voted to adopt tax rates below the no new revenue level. The 3-1 vote marks the 3rd consecutive year of tax relief under the county's Republican leadership. Judge Tim O'Hare, joined by Republican Commissioners Matt Krause and Manny Ramirez, backed the cuts. The Democrat Commissioner Roderick Miles voted no, while fellow Democrat Elisa Simmons again skipped the meeting in protest. The adopted rates mean the average homeowner will pay about $560 in county property taxes, slightly less than last year, while hospital district taxes will fall by about $50 to $457. In total, the county expects $524 million in tax revenue, plus another $18 million from new properties that are on the rolls. Commissioner Krause said this is conservative governance in action. O'Hare added that the rates save taxpayers nearly $30 million compared to no new revenue levels, while still increasing the quality and quantity of county services. And a lot of counties haven't even implemented the no new revenue rate. Simmons argued that the cuts would damage services, but Republicans countered that the county has cut waste and streamlined operations. With this week's vote, taxpayers have now seen 3 straight years of relief in Tarrant County, even as property values rise. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.